Hey Custer Wildcats, Mrs. Watland here. Today I thought that we would talk a little bit about the golden rule. And so this video that I'm doing right now is for junior K through first grade. And we talked a little bit about this the last time that we met in school. And I thought, hey, you probably are missing Vinny. And I thought I would bring him back. And so, but the first thing I wanted to start with is I wanted to sing to you today the Golden Rule song. Now, this is a song that Miss Tennyson taught kids quite a while ago. And if you remember, I told you I used to torture the older kids and make them sing it, or I would sing it to them, every time we would talk about the Golden Rule. Now, if you remember, the Golden Rule is treat others the way you want to be treated. And the song says the same thing in in a different little way. So, Mrs. Tennyson, if I'm singing it wrong, forgive me. Maybe you're going to have to do a lesson on it. But this is how I remember that it goes. Golden rule, live your life by the golden rule. Do unto others as they would have them do. Unto you live the golden rule. And so I wanted to talk to you today about the golden rule. And one of the first things that we learned when we did this lesson is that we have to treat others the way we want to be treated. And when we have to confront somebody, we have to use empathy. And if you remember, when we talked about empathy, it's not so much of a word, it's more of a sound. And remember, empathy sounds like this. Oh, yeah, empathy. And so if you remember, I gave you the example about out on the playground, that there was this new kid at Custer Elementary School. He's from New York City, and his name was Vinny. And Vinny did not have a climbing wall in New York City on his playground, but out here in Custer we have a climbing wall. And so little Miss Susie was playing on the climbing wall with Jimmy, and they were having a great time. Now our new kid Vinny saw them playing and thought, hey, I would like to get to know these kids and play on the rock wall with them. So he decided, I am going to go over and I'm going to introduce myself and ask them if I can play on the climbing wall with them. So Vinny goes over to the climbing wall and he says, hey, my name is Vinny. How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm thinking, hey, can I play on the climbing wall with you? And Jimmy says, sure. And Susie says, you talk funny. No, you can't play with us. Well, Vinny makes a decision. Vinny decides, you know what? Maybe she's just having a hard day. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to go do something else. I'll try in a couple more days. So it's a couple more days. And Vinny sees Jimmy and Susie playing on the rock wall again. And he decides, I'm going to go introduce myself again and ask if I could play with them. So Vinny goes up. He says, hey, how you guys doing? I'm doing good. You doing good? Hey, we don't have those rock walls in New York City. I'm wondering, hey, can I play with you today? And Jimmy says, sure. And Susie says, no, you talk funny. You still talk funny, and you can't play with us. And Vinny says, oh, come on, Susie. I'd like to get to know you. How about we have some cannolis together? Come on, let me play. And Susie says, no. And then Vinny decides that he is going to use, yes, an I message. And he's going to lead with empathy. He's going to start out by making that empathy sound. Oh, Susie, I feel a little hurt. I feel a little mad and sad when you won't let me play with you.